can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Drown out my problems. Let me. When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror.
By myself, I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian, blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell, keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel, and I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
What is wrong? You want me to get you on everybody lives. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
We go tonight. 20.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
On first down, gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there right off the bat. 72 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Bridgewater. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's taken down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They run, it's Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Ginn. Oh, look at the juke. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times at any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, Bridgewater again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. catch and run, and even 50 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the Saints, go, go, go.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. To connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
17-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Ginn. A little juke. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, It'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Bridgewater. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing again on 2nd down. Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Hurry up! 54, right there. 54, Mike. Check safety, check safety.
Here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now gone. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Goff now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Looking for Woods that time. 3rd down here. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Now the man who broke Saints fans' hearts, Greg Zuerlein, on for the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Now the man who broke Saints fans' hearts, Greg Zuerlein, on for the field goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check 9. Check 9. Let's go.
Final play of the half. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 58. 58 is Mike. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 1st down, Barkley. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 8-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
58, come on. 58, come on. So don't say nothing. At 58.
Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Meredith. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change a quarter.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Kamara, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
What? 180.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. He's got Higbee complete right side. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36. Yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Bridgewater. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards down the 50. 2nd and 6.
Gone. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. If it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Rams going for it on fourth. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
It's not something that we see every game now. Todd Gurley held below 50 yards, and we are in the fourth quarter. Got to give a lot of credit. They've done a nice job of bottling him up.
They absolutely have. And a lot of times he can still find holes, but there haven't been the holes there. The offensive line hasn't created much space. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Nickel Roby-Coleman, a name that will ring in the ears of Saints fans forever. In on the tackle from the 22. Here's 2nd and 8.
Push him back. Push him back.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for New Orleans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen,